I'm a firm believer of giving back actually, because each one of us are in a place today because of somebody else actually. And that somebody has sacrificed something, given us something so that we could climb the ladder and be where we are. Now, if you go back and pay it back to him or her, it's not going to make sense for them, right? They did not do that in that perspective.
Yes.
Instead, we pay it forward. And there are several ways that we can give back to the community that we come from.
Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Dexian Talks, an initiative by Dexian India. I'm your host for today, Vasanta. Today we have with us Mr. Fredricks John, a seasoned strategic operations leader, GCC architect, and a people-centric business leader with over 30 years of experience in global ITES, BPM, shared services, and transformation. Mr. Fred is currently serving Dexian as a GCC advisor. He brings a rich mix of industry, academic, advisory, and social leadership experience through roles in AI, education, monitoring, governance, and community impact. Let's welcome Mr. Fredricks on our show, Dexian Talks. Hi, Fred. It's nice to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Vasanta. It's a pleasure for me to join you as well at Dexian Talks. I've been watching Dexian Talks for over 6 months now, and I'm really honored to be part of it this time.
Thank you so much. So, Fred, to begin with, you've had a remarkable journey across global ITS, BPM, shared services for over 30 years now. So, when you look back at your journey, what are some of the defining moments that have shaped you the leader you are today?
Sure. I think I should start from my school. And being a teacher's favorite helps as well.
Yes.
You get certain privileges and you get to lead from then on. And there are lots of lessons that you learn actually outside the four walls of the classroom. And I truly believe in that. And what I am today is because of what I did at school outside the four walls. And then over the last 30 years, I've seen several bosses. And I actually learned what not to do from them. And I don't repeat a mistake twice.
That's good.
It's always good to do to make a mistake once, but not to repeat it.
Correct.
So I would strongly believe in that. And what I've learned from my bosses, I've not done during my tenure. And having worked for some founders, you also understand that not everybody is people-centric.
Right.
And what they do is they want to amass profit for themselves without having to share it with their employees. And that's one big mistake I think some of the founders make. And companies like Dexian have evolved and grown so much because of what ideology goes into it, right? And I applaud Kumar on that.
Yeah.
Next, not only looking at the basic statutory requirements, going above and beyond, making an employee experience life at the office.
Yes.
And retaining them by engaging them.
Continuously.
Yeah, these are some of the things that I learned working for founders. And COVID was a big turnaround. You're there for your people, and then to put food on the table for them and their families. That's a huge thing that you get to do when you lead somebody.
Yes.
And that's a huge learning.
Yeah. Fred, in those early stages when you were setting up, what exactly helped you from just simply setting up the operations to building something far more strategic and substantial?
That's a good question because it's more personal for me than professional. The reason why I set it up and why I grew teams that are sustainable. When I was in the beginning of my career, I had the owners or founders that were generally from the north. I don't want to blame anybody, but there seemed to be a general dislike when the BPO boom happened for people from the south, pointing to them saying they might have an accent and they might not be demographically aligned with whoever we are working with as an outsourcing partner. I wanted to break that myth and prove to the world that people from a tier 2 city can also come up to that level and prove to the world that they can also do it. That was one of the major reasons for me to set up operations and have sustainability built in. And these teams stayed with me for a long time. And that was because we gave them something they wanted to come to office to every day. And the operations was involved or revolved around the employees that were working for us. And when you look at employees as people, everything changes.
Yes.
Because they are no more the profit makers for your company, no more the number churners.
Right.
They are actually living people who have their own ideas.
Correct.
And when you design your operations around what they think, what they create, I think we form a sustainable set of operations. And when you look at employee engagement and design your policies and procedures around why they want to come to office and enjoy what they're doing,
yes,
I'm sure employees will respond as well.
Yeah.
And side by side, you develop systems that are sustainable for the future, because you always start afresh somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you involve technology, you bring in processes, you bring in certifications.
Yeah.
And make it robust.
Right.
And when you have people that are ready to co-create with you, and that is when you create sustainability of the operations. And that's how it has evolved from the outsourcing days to the now GCC days.
Yes. So you're very inclusive of everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very important in an organization. Yes, that's great. You have taken up the GCC Advisor role here at Dexian. What exactly excites you most about the GCC space today?
India has evolved around the GCC space.
Yes.
And we provide the strategic value for customers who want to come here and set up global operations. And we have the talent pool as well. You'll have to imagine about 2.5 million tech graduates or STEM graduates that are coming out every year from colleges across India.
Yeah.
Even if not all of them are employable, you still have a large pool that you can take from.
Right.
Plus our expertise in emerging tech, like AI, data science, cybersecurity, that increases the pool a lot for people who are global players.
Right.
And when they come in, they look at our innovation and agility, the way they want to speed up operations or respond to growth that's happening outside.
Right.
And then they also see the resilience of the Indian population. So they look at it as a geographic DR kind of a setup where they can extend their existing organization and have an extended office in India, but have the same cultural values and combine that with India's psyche on work ethics. Right? That makes a huge difference right now, and we are here to tap it because the talent is such that it's available only for a short period of time before somebody else poaches them or captures them.
So Fred, I was just coming to that as to why is this such an important moment for organizations to build, the GCC, the Global Capability Centers?
Yeah, because as I said, talent is only going to be available for a certain period of time.
Yes.
And, if you looked at some of the reports that came out on LinkedIn the past week, we're still not up there yet in terms of employable talent when it comes to cybersecurity. And cybersecurity tech is one of the biggest areas where India is importing right now instead of exporting. So we have to build that here, and we have some talent available. So in order for people to take advantage of the arbitrage, it could be in terms of cost or in terms of talent. The time is now. And I think GCCs should capitalize on the availability right now.
Right. Great. Fred, in your entire journey so far, what are some of the major lessons that you've learned about scaling up?
Quite obviously, the first thing that comes to my mind is people-centric growth. because if you do not invest in people and design your growth around them, you cannot achieve what you want. Only engaged and empowered employees will be with you and then help you scale to whatever extent you want. I've also found it very helpful if you involve the employees' families as well.
And
COVID has taught us a lot around that. And that actually helped me scale from like 32 to 1300 in 6 months' time, and retain those employees for a very long time. Right. So several of my team of managers have been with me for 15 years plus, kind of a thing. So you will have to focus on people-centric growth. That is the foremost thing. Whatever we may say about customer first, our first customers are our employees. And we need to look at them from that perspective. Second, we have to use technology as an enabler, right? That helps us in scaling fast, and making sure we are in tune with what's happening outside. And you also design your processes robust, extensive, and corporates will talk about FMEA and all of those things. Of course, it's good to manage a process so tight and compact, but I think the third point is for us to be flexible enough to allow certain deviations for the customer when they want it, because not all companies are designed that way. And when we customize our processes for what the customer wants, I think they will see value in what we are doing. Third is a genuine approach to having the partnership from the customer as a vendor and evolve to a partner. I think customers will see value in that as well. And when you co-create with them is when they think, oh yes, so we need to work with this person or this company and scale our operations through them. So instead of just doing what the customer wants, you become part of their journey and say, why don't you do this and why don't you do that? And also, I think the fifth point would be, your processes should be built around risk and compliance. Because, when you're scaling rapidly, you'll have to look at what are the risks you're going to face. One of the major things would be your attrition. And that is why my first point was people, right? If you don't take care of people, then you'll have to relook at your training, your recruitment, your quality and compliance, and all of that adds to the cost. So to manage risk at the end and to be compliant, you'll have to look at how to take care of your people first, and take care of your people and they will take care of your growth. As simple as that.
So from a leader perspective, you are a leader, right? You said allow deviations. What does that mean? What kind of deviations?
See, if you build a system for the customer, you are following one path. Technology allows you to automate now with AI and all of the interventions. You don't need some of the people that you have right now because the processes will run by themselves.
AI can do it, right?
But then there are spaces where human intervention is required. And without that, you cannot be complete. And customers will someday come to you because they also in their business have to be flexible enough for their end customers. And in order for them to be so, they would have to look up to us and say, oh, why don't you do this instead of doing it this way? It will be ethical, but it could be a deviation of the process that we built. Of course, there will be issues of compliance and possibility of us floundering somewhere, but I am sure that with the experience and the faith that each of us have, the trust that we've developed will tide us through.
Makes sense. Thank you for that answer. Great. So, Fred, at Dexian, we often talk about building innovation engines for global growth. From your perspective, what does that look like in reality inside, high-performing GCC?
We've seen that happen with Dexian as well.
Okay.
You create an environment where you not only appreciate ideas, but then you pursue them, and you make them functional and involve the people who created those ideas.
Yes.
And that helps a lot in creating innovation hubs, and that rolls up into centers of excellence, innovation labs or hubs where these ideas are created. They are prototyped and then scaled as well, and the speed in which it is scaled also is important.
Right.
And next is when you look at all of these advancements, right? How capable are you to have new technology that is agile?
Yes.
And then you're also able to adapt quite easily. And then cross-functional support needs to be there, otherwise it's not going to help.
Correct.
If people keep working in silos, then GCCs won't happen.
Right.
You also have to look at talent reskilling and retaining.
Right.
That's very important. I always come back to that people thing.
People-centric.
Because that's the most important thing.
Correct.
And I think last but not the least, there should be champions buy-in, by which I mean that the leaders that are pushing these performances, they need to buy into those new ideas. They need to be able to create that environment and help people prosper.
Right.
Otherwise, innovation is not going to happen within the GCC framework.
Correct. So, Fred, you are involved in both industry leadership and learning ecosystem, right? So, how important is this leadership learning every day?
You see, yesterday's solutions may not be the right solution for tomorrow's problems.
Right.
So we have to strategically keep adapting ourselves to emerging tech.
Right.
AI, cybersecurity, data science. So that also in turn brings in the growth mindset. And that's very important in today's scenario. If you don't keep updating yourself, then you become redundant.
Right.
Especially with the AI coming in right now. And I was talking to Kumar this afternoon, and he mentioned that computers are learning much faster than what we are doing right now.
Correct.
So we are doing the catch-up game.
Yes.
And to be relevant in today's scenario, we need to outperform the computers.
Oh.
Only then can we stay relevant. So learning and development is part and parcel of everyday life now.
Correct.
Now this has to be driven actually in the organization, because if it is not sponsored, then adaptation might be a problem.
Okay.
I was years old when I did my MBA actually.
Yes.
And even after that I went in and did a course at Harvard. And what that did in turn is inspire more people in my organization to pursue education. And we create an environment that is conducive for employees who come into the office to avail their annual leave to go write exams. We provide library facilities for them to spend some time while at office to learn as well. So if it is not part of the culture, continuous learning, then the corporation might fail.
Right.
That is what my personal opinion is.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday's solution can't be applicable today. So you need to be updated.
Absolutely.
I get that. Yes. So Fred, on the same note, you talked about leaders, right? So how do you think leaders can protect culture and engagement while still driving the performance and accountability?
It all depends on communicating transparently.
Okay.
If you explain the why the change is being made, I think employees will understand, because they are part of the process. You explain the why, make them part of the process, and empower them.
Yeah.
Because if you do not empower teams, then they're not going to be involved.
Right.
And that is not motivation for them, right? So, in order to build resilience, you will also have to lead by example.
Right.
You have to be part of the process. Keep learning yourself.
Yeah.
That inspires others.
Right.
And whatever is the outcome, that has to be inculcated in the day-to-day process.
Okay.
Otherwise, what you are learning is irrelevant to the process, and that's not going to take you anywhere.
Correct.
Involve the people, let them decide what they need to learn to be relevant for the future. Be open for changing tech, emerging tech,
Right.
and keep learning. And
Yes.
that's the only thing that can help us survive. And we have to keep communicating the relevance of our mission of the organization,
Right.
and what's the employees' take in it as well.
Okay.
Because if they do not see anything that's benefiting them, they're not going to be part of it.
Correct.
What's in it for me kind of questions.
So you set the purpose and you take the employees' inputs?
Yes, involve them. Yes, empower and involve them in the decision-making process as well.
Okay.
Because if they are not part of the decision-making process, they're not going to be part of the process itself.
Yeah, they would hesitate to do it.
Yes.
So going next to the question, there's a strong thread of employee experience in your journey that I've seen. So at Dexian, we take employee experience very seriously. What do you have to say about that? How has been your experience?
Employee experience is not just a buzzword. It is actually the fundamental driver for any organization that wants to scale. Because if you don't have engaged employees, you will not have longevity.
Right.
And engaged and happy employees, they work with you for longer, they go the extra mile. And that breeds creativity, involvement. And obviously, the end product is customer satisfaction.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And satisfied customers bring in more customers. And
Yes.
I've seen in my career at least, we don't have to invest in separate BD if you have satisfied customers. You grow organically like that.
Yeah.
And that's very important for any organization to have employee experience. And to an extent, if you involve the families, they understand the mission of the company and where we are taking their children.
Okay.
They get involved themselves.
How do you involve families?
Well, COVID taught us a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
And one was how to involve a family that's so adaptive when their ward is working.
Right.
Either burning the midnight oil during the night shifts or during the day when it's noise everywhere.
Yeah.
They learn to adapt to their child's work environment and gave them the freedom to continue working instead of go fetch something from the market, go buy some fish, or answer the door kind of a thing.
Correct.
So they also get involved and they see the results. So when we conduct any engagement programs, say for example, we used an app to do a quiz program and we gave logins for the family members to participate.
Okay.
We conducted programs for their siblings to participate in maybe a dance or a singing or some sort of engagement.
Yeah.
So people are happy and they want to come back to work again, right?
Yes.
That is what we want.
Yeah.
It's not like you come here and slog it out and go back home with a heavy heart.
Correct.
Happy employees build the organization.
Right. I mean, hearing you, what you just said, how you involve families, it just reminded me that one of my friend who was working for a different organization, they had, their team would connect one particular day and they would involve their partners. So on a virtual, it would happen on the laptop, and that's how they connected with families also. So I get what you say. And the reason why I asked you this is because you are a very people-centric person. You've been saying that from the start.
Yes.
So I wanted to see how is the employee experience been for you here at Dexian.
So we summed it up in my organization earlier, saying it is people-powered operations.
Yes.
Because you might have all the tech you want, but there needs to be a human intervention.
Correct.
And that can only happen when employees are engaged, empowered, and they're allowed to be creative.
Yes. So Fred, from past 2 years, Dexian has been on a roll on employee engagement, and we also are in works. This year something big is going to come up. I'm going to look forward as to how you're contributing to it. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
I'm game for it.
yes,
We'll see.
done. So coming to another question, you have played so many different roles as a leader, advisor, mentor, educator, community contributor. What is that one thing that keeps you going, continuously energizes you or inspires you personally?
I think it will be the impact we create on people.
Okay.
I've believed in me being a role model for the people around me, and if there is impact, then I have made my goal. And it depends on how you live, how you live your ideals. Is it ethical? Would you walk away from a situation if it is not ethical? How strong can you stand against all oddities and do the right thing even when nobody is watching? So if that can impact some people and lead them through the right path, I've made my goal, and that keeps me going. I'm actually intrigued when my employees' children want to meet that person, Fred, because they've seen me doing something for some time. I'm also involved with the younger generation in the Rotaract organization, trying to do good in the world. And I'm part of their day-to-day activities, be with them, inspire them to do more, touch more lives, because what else are we going to achieve? All of that we achieve in the workplace has to reciprocate elsewhere, and being grounded and reaching out to communities and telling them that we are from the same area and we have achieved so much because the community has given us something. We have to give it back to them.
Correct.
So creating that kind of impact really means a lot to me.
Right.
In addition to that, learning and evolving day to day. Every day somebody teaches you something.
Yes.
And you keep learning even from your mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, then you're not learning.
Correct.
Right? So that is very important. And finally, creating a lasting impact.
Yes.
If you can leave a legacy, nothing more than
Nothing more than that. Yes. You sound like a role model for a lot of youngsters, out there.
I am trying to be.
Yes. We're great to have you as a role model. Fred, you spoke about giving back to the community. It sounds very interesting to me. So can you just elaborate a little on that?
Sure. I'm a firm believer of giving back, actually, because each one of us are in a place today because of somebody else, actually. And that somebody has sacrificed something, given us something so that we could climb the ladder and be where we are. Now, if you go back and pay it back to him or her, it's not going to make sense for them, right? They did not do that in that perspective.
Yes.
Instead, we pay it forward. And there are several ways that we can give back to the community that we come from.
Yeah.
And I do it in 3 or 4 different ways. One is mentoring younger professionals, like I said, through the Rotaract organization.
Yeah.
Making them professional leaders for the future.
Yeah.
And the next would be to play the advisory role that I'm doing at Dexian right now.
Yeah.
Trying to solve complex challenges with innovative methods.
Yeah.
And with my experience. Third would be to share my life experiences with school children, college children. So tie up with educational institutions or speaker engagements at programs or industry connect and be a mentor for other SMEs. So there are several ways that we can give back to the community.
Right.
And when you keep learning and giving back, I think you also keep yourself sharp and polished.
Yes.
Otherwise, you become irrelevant yourself.
Yeah.
So I believe in that to keep myself updated every day. At the end of the day, it's the legacy that we leave behind, as I mentioned before.
Correct.
And that is more important than anything.
Yeah. That's a very lovely perspective, a very different perspective, I must say. I've not heard anybody say, we are here because somebody has sacrificed something for us. That's in IT especially. That is very different perspective. That's great. So Fred, while my team was researching on you, we came across something, and I just want to know as to, what your thought process was behind that. So there was a little video of you recreating that Kamal Hassan's song from Vikram on YouTube that I saw.
Yeah.
So how did you conceive that idea? What exactly went in your head? How did you come to do that?
Well, in fact, I need to mention Kumar here.
Okay.
I've told him several times. We go back a long way with our NASCOM SME Council days. And we used to talk a lot, and I used to tell him that our wavelengths match so much. And we keep doing the exact same things in our organizations earlier. And now that I'm here, I hope to do something here as well. In order to keep people engaged or inspired, I mentioned that you need to do that first.
Yeah.
Show it to people that you also care, right? And every year we used to have this annual event where we recognized people, although we do instant recognitions as well, but the annual event is something big and larger price tags there.
Yes.
People started to perform on stage by practicing during their off time.
Oh.
They sacrificed their personal time, practiced, performed on stage, and did better than professional teams.
Yeah.
And it was all choreographed, articulated, put together by internal teams. So if they are able to go that extra mile and do something for the organization that they so cherish, why not give it back to them again, right? So by whatever little I can do.
Yeah.
This actually started off as a surprise stage performance in 2015.
Oh.
And then we made it look more professional, organized, and we brought in some choreographers, and we did little 3-minute videos that everybody could sit together and enjoy.
Yes.
We'll get all the managers together and have them perform on stage for the first couple of years, and then we move to videographing them, professionally editing them, and then showing it back.
Yeah.
At the peak of it is when we did this Patala Patala song.
Yes.
I'm an ardent fan of Kamal Hassan, and at one point of time I used to look like him.
Oh.
Especially if you go back when I was younger and you saw the Tenali movie, we would be looking the same. So the choreographer we hired from outside for that year, he noticed that and said, this costume will fit you. So just try out a few new steps and we can pull this off.
Yes.
And our budget helped us, thanks to our CEO who approved that budget, and we were able to pull this off. And what came out actually surprised me.
It was phenomenal actually. Yeah, you did a great job. My entire team, we enjoyed thoroughly watching that 3.5 minutes video dance, that you did. It was very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fred, you spoke very highly of Kumar. So we actually have a small surprise from Kumar. I think there's a little small audio. So can we just play it for you?
Sure. Yeah. I'm waiting to hear.
Yes. We'll just listen to the audio, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my friend Fred. Thank you for all your support. I know you ran a very successful GCC. First time when I saw you in NASCOM. And also your presentation for the SME event, the final closure presentation. It was a fantastic one. I was so deeply impressed with the contribution which you made it during the NASCOM SME Council, and also post in the circle where a lot of people not even unheard of in Coimbatore, a tier 2 city. Definitely your contribution to Dexian will be very high in the future. Looking forward to that one, and we will be one of the fantastic GCC services, professional services in Dexian. I hope most of the mid-tier companies in US will get benefited with your contribution here. Looking forward, let's make it a grand success. Thank you, Fred. Take care.
He just set the benchmark too high for me, I guess. But I hope to live up to his expectations.
Yes.
And that's why I'm here.
He sounds
Thank
very
you.
impressed by you.
Thank you, Kumar.
Yeah.
Let's work together and achieve grand success.
Thank you, Fred, for joining us on Dexian Talks. You shared your thoughts and many more insights, both personally and professionally. That was great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just like how the Dexian tagline says, in the business for good, my conversation with Mr. Fred was extremely good. His journey beautifully reflects what a modern leader looks like. For all the viewers out there, thank you so much for watching us. I will see you in another episode of Dexian Talks very soon.
We are Dexian, in the business for good.